Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Code with ER. In this video guys, we're gonna learn something new, something different. In this video guys, we're gonna learn something new, something different in HTML, CSS, Vue.js and local storage as well. Okay, yes guys, you heard it right. In this video, we're gonna learn something new, something different in Vue.js and local storage as well. Okay, and guys, by using HTML, CSS, Vue.js and local storage, we are gonna create a simple and dynamic CRUD application in this video, in this session. Okay, so guys, just to show you guys, I have already built an example. So let me go to the example first and let me explain you the example. Okay, so let me go to the example first. So guys, this is the example I have already built using HTML, CSS, Vue.js and local storage as well. Okay, as you can see the text also, CRUD application in Vue.js using local storage. Okay, and guys, below that we have got an input field and a button add task to add the task in our task list. Okay, so guys, whenever you are supposed to create a task in the task list, you have to put something into the input box, then only you will be able to add task into your task list. Okay, so guys, now quickly I am gonna add some task into our task list. Okay, so let me just add some task very quickly. So I am gonna add our first task. So I will say I love coffee a lot. Okay, so guys, in order to add task into your task list, we have to click the button add tasks. Okay, so guys, now I am gonna click the button add task. See, boom guys, our first task got added into our task list. Okay, and guys, here you can see two buttons. Okay, edit button and delete button. Okay, so guys, whenever you will click any of the button, like suppose you want to edit your task, then you have to click the button edit, and suppose you want to delete your task, then you have to click the button delete. Okay, so guys, now let me just add some of the task more. So I will say I love coding a lot. Okay, so click the button add task. I will say I love Vue.js a lot. Okay, so click the button add task to add the task into your task list. Okay, so hit the button add task now. Yeah, so I will say I love JavaScript also. Okay, so now hit the button add task. Let me just add one more task. Say I will say I love tea and coffee also. Okay, so just hit the button add task to add the task into your task list. Okay, so now I am gonna hit the button add task. See, boom guys, we got 5 tasks in our task list. Okay, and guys, you can see 2 buttons also on each and every task, just to edit the task and just to delete the task also. Okay, so guys, now one by one I will click the button delete task, then see what happens. Okay, so now I am gonna delete the button. I am gonna delete the task, our first task, which says I love coffee a lot. Okay, so guys, now I am gonna click the button delete task. See, boom guys, you will be asked that do you really want to delete the task. Okay, so I will say no. So hit the button cancel. Now try to delete the second task, which says I love coding a lot. Okay, so now I am gonna hit the button delete. See, boom guys, it will again ask you that do you really want to delete your task. I will say cancel. Now I am going to delete the third task, which says I love Vue.js a lot. Okay, so hit the button delete. See guys, again you will be asked the same question. Guys, whenever you will try to delete any of the task from your task list, you will be asked that do you really want to delete the task. Okay, if you will say okay, the task will be deleted. If you will say cancel, your task will remain into the task list only. Okay, so guys, this time also I will say cancel. See, boom guys. Now guys, refresh the page and see if the task remains here on the like UI, or it will be deleted. Okay, so just hit the refresh button. See guys, as you can see here, after the refreshment of the page also, the task remains only here. It is not gonna delete, it is not gonna disappear. Okay, unless and until you will delete it manually from your task list. Okay, so now I am gonna try to delete the last task which says I love tea and coffee also. Okay, so hit the button delete. See guys, again you are being asked the same question, do you really want to delete the task? Again I will say cancel. No, I don't want to delete the task. Okay, so hit the button cancel, and now refresh the page also. See, boom guys, our task remains here only as it is. Okay, so guys, now I will try to edit our task one by one. Okay, so guys, in order to edit our task, we have to click the button edit. Okay, so guys, now I am gonna edit our first task which says I love coffee a lot. Okay, so just hit the button edit task. See, boom guys, the moment you will hit the button edit task, you will see below this you will see input box which contains your previous task, and you will see two buttons also, update task and cancel. Okay, so guys, let me click just one by one to edit task. See, boom guys, how dynamic it is. Now you are editing, currently you are guys editing I love coding a lot, which is the second task. Okay, which is the second task. Now let me just hit the button, third button which says I love Vue.js a lot. So just click the button edit. See, boom guys, see how dynamic it is guys. See, now you are editing the third one which says I love Vue.js a lot. Okay, now I am gonna hit the button, fourth button which says I love JavaScript a lot. So hit the button edit. See, boom guys, again you will see I love JavaScript a lot. Okay, so currently you are editing this task. Okay, the fourth one. Now guys, I will try to hit the button fifth one just to edit I love coffee and tea also. So click the button edit. See, boom guys, now you are editing the last one. Okay, so guys, now I will add something here also. So I will say I love all the programming language. Okay, languages. Okay, so guys, now I will hit the button update task. Okay, so guys, currently we are editing the fifth one. Okay, the last task into our task list. Okay, so guys, now I have updated the text I love tea and coffee a lot, and I have also added some text here I love all the programming language. Okay, so guys, now I am gonna hit the button add task, update task. Okay, so just hit the button update task. See, boom guys, our last task got updated into our task list. Okay, so now refresh the page and see if it remains same, or it will just revert back to the last one or the original one. Okay, so now just refresh the page. See, boom guys, our task remains same. Okay, I love tea and coffee also, I love all the programming language. Okay, so guys, now I'm gonna edit the task I love Vue.js a lot. Okay, so just click the button edit. Okay, and I will say and I love to play guitar also. Okay, so guys, as of now you can see here the third one I love Vue.js a lot, and now guys I have added some text also which says I love to play guitar also. Okay, so guys, now I am gonna hit the button update task in order to update our task, this task. Okay, the third one. So guys, now hit the button update task. See, boom guys, our task got updated to I love Vue.js a lot and I love to play guitar also. Okay, so guys, now refresh the page. See, now guys, I am gonna edit the first task. So hit the button edit, and I will say I love coffee a lot, and I will say and I love coding also more than anything. Okay, so guys, now right now guys I'm updating the task first one, which says I love coffee a lot. And guys, now I have added some text also, like I love coffee a lot and I love coding also more than anything. Okay, so guys, in order to update our first task, after the like adding text, we have to hit the button update task. Okay, so guys, now I'm gonna hit the button update task. See, boom guys, our task got updated. Okay, it says I love coffee a lot and I love coding also more than anything. Okay, so guys, now refresh the page. Okay, and guys, now try to edit the any task. Guys, choose any task. So now I'm gonna edit the first one. See guys, okay, guys, see, after the clicking the button edit, we have got an input box here which contains our task and two buttons also, which says update task and cancel task. Okay guys, the moment you will hit the button cancel, the task will be remain same, because we have not changed anything, so it will remain same. Okay, so guys, now I'm gonna click the button cancel, and now just refresh the page. See, boom guys, nothing got changed because we have not changed anything. Okay, so again click this one, second one, and say cancel, and just refresh the page. Okay, so guys, suppose you don't want to change anything. Okay, so you can click the button cancel. Okay, so now click the button cancel, again click the button cancel. Okay, so now again click the button cancel. Okay, so guys, now refresh the page. See, after guys refreshment of the page also, nothing got changed. Okay, so guys, now I'm gonna delete task one by one, and let's see. So I'm gonna delete the second task, which says I love coding a lot. Okay, so hit the button delete. See guys, you are being asked that do you really want to delete the task. This time I will say yes, I want to delete it. So just hit the button OK. See, boom guys, our task got deleted. And now refresh the page. If see, just to see if it comes back or it remains. As of now we have got 4 tasks, but previously we have 5 tasks. Okay, so now refresh the page. See guys, boom guys, we have only 4 tasks into our task list. Okay, so guys, one by one I'm gonna delete all the tasks from the task list. Okay, so just delete from the last one. Okay, so I will say yes, delete the first one, I love coffee a lot and I love coding also more than anything. So hit the button delete. It is asking the same question. I will say yes, I want to delete it. Yeah, see guys, our task got deleted. Hit the button OK. Hit the button OK. See guys, boom guys, now we don't have any task into our task list. Okay, our task list is empty now. So just try to refresh the page and see if it comes comes back, or the task list remain empty. Okay, so now refresh the page. Okay, see, boom guys, nothing has changed. We don't have any task into our task list. Okay, unless now guys, unless and until you will try to add a task into your task list, then only you will see a task into your task list. Okay, because we have deleted all the tasks from our task list. Okay, so I'm gonna create 2 more tasks into our task list. Just copy this text from here and paste it here, and hit the button add task to add our task into our task list. Okay, see, boom guys, again we got our task, and which says CRUD application in Vue.js, and we got the button also edit and delete. Okay, so now I will say using local storage as well. So just hit here and hit the button add task. Okay, see, boom guys, we got our 2 tasks into our task list, and refresh the page. See, okay, so guys, after the refreshment of page also, our task remains here only once we have added task into our task list. Okay, so now I am gonna add edit our first task list. Okay, so guys, in order to edit, we have to click the button edit, and then we will be able to see one form which contains 1 input field and 2 buttons. First button says update task, and the second button say cancel task. Okay, so now hit the button update and just paste this text using local storage. Okay, so guys, currently we are editing our first task. Okay, so now hit the button update task. See, boom guys, our task got updated into our task list. Okay, so now refresh the page. See, okay, so guys, in this video we are going to learn how to create this kind of simple and dynamic CRUD application using Vue.js and local storage as well. Okay, and guys see UI is also looking innovative and dynamic as well as fascinating. Okay, so guys, as a front-end developer, as a UI developer, guys, you have to be very keen, you have to be very passionate about your UI, how your page, how your application looks in the front end. Okay, so guys, as you can see here, our UI is also looking dynamic and modern also, as well as innovative. Okay, so guys, in this video we will learn how to create this kind of UI also, and we will also learn how to create this kind of dynamic CRUD application using Vue.js and local storage as well. Okay, so guys, now let's get started and let's learn. Okay, but guys, before starting of the video, I would like to request you all, guys, please guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel CodeWithER, and please press the bell icon also, so that whenever I will upload a new video in the playlist, you can be notified and you can watch them instantly and you can learn from them also. And guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please share this video with your friends, with your colleague, with your group also, so that they will be also knowing how to create this kind of CRUD application using Vue.js and local storage as well. Okay, and please guys, like all my videos, which will give me the confidence, which will give me the motivation to make awesome videos on each and every topic of web development and web designing as well. Okay, so guys, now let's get started and let's learn how to create this kind of dynamic CRUD application using Vue.js and local storage as well. Okay, so guys, now let me go to the code editor. So create a new page first, give view, okay, give view CRUD dot HTML and save the page. Okay, so now we have to write our HTML. So HTML code with ER Prabhat Pandit. Okay, so guys, by now you all know that my name is Prabhat Pandit and I am a software developer. Currently I am working as a ServiceNow developer at Happiest Minds Bangalore, and the total I have got more than 4 years of experience into software development. Okay, so guys, now I would like to paste some of the CDN links from the previous example only, just to save our time. Okay, so let me go to the previous example only. So I will copy this CDN links from here, and I will just go to the code and I will paste it here. And guys, let me explain you. So guys, this is the local path for my bootstrap file. Okay, and this is the CDN link for Font Awesome. Okay, as you can see here, fontawesome.min.css, and this is the local path for my CSS for bootstrap. Okay, as you can see here, I have got a folder named CSS, and inside that I have got a file also, bootstrap.min.css. Okay, and guys, let me just copy one more CDN link from the previous example only. So let me just go there and just copy this CDN link from here, this CDN link, and copy it from here, and just go to the code and above the closing body tag, just paste it here. As you can see, guys, this is the JS file for view.global.js, and it is inside the folder. I have got a folder named JS, and I have got a file also inside that which says view.global.js. Okay, so guys, now I'm gonna create a script tag, and we have to write some script first, then we have to create our HTML. Okay, so guys, now I'm gonna write some of the script file, view.js script. So create a script file, script tag first. Okay, and I will say const equal to app equal to view.create app. Okay, open and closing parenthesis, and inside this we have to put open and closing curly braces, and we have to put dot mount, and I will say double inverted comma hash app. Okay, so guys, now you all know. So first we have to create the data function. So create a data function, and it will return all the properties. Okay, so it will return so like this. And guys, now we have to create our HTML part, and then we have to mount this instance of Vue.js to our HTML part. Okay, to our UI part. Okay, so guys, now just go here and create HTML create a div, give it a class as a container, and give margin top 5 also, give margin bottom also 5, and give call LG as 6, and call Excel also 6, and give MX auto, and give also call SM12 and call access 12. Okay, and first close this div, and just inside this div, guys, I'm gonna create, and guys, we have to give our ID also. Which ID, guys? This ID. Okay, this ID. So guys, this ID and this ID should be same. Okay, so guys, this ID, okay, this ID and this ID should be same. As you can see here, I have given also hash here which says this is an ID. Okay, this is an ID, and using this ID, guys, we have mounted this div. Okay, this entire div with our this view.js instance. Okay, so guys, now to test it, what we generally do, we generally put double inverted comma, double curly braces, and inside this we can perform some simple calculation. Okay, so I'm gonna put 4 plus 4 and 4 also, and we will see, guys, if this returns 12, which means our code is working fine. Okay, otherwise there will be some kind of error, some kind of like what can I say, that our view.js instance is not mounted with this div. Okay, so just save your code, copy the file path, go to the browser and create a new browser and paste it here. Just remove this, put localhost, okay, and hit enter. Yeah, as you can see, guys, here we got 12, which means our view.js is working fine. Okay, so guys, let me just explain you one more time, although I have explained this many times in our video, in my previous video also. So guys, whatever you have to write, whenever, guys, you are working with the view.js, okay, guys, always remember, whenever you are working with the view.js, you have to write each and everything inside the double curly braces. Then only you will be able to see the output. Otherwise it will throw an error that it will say that the view is not going to understand this what you have written. Okay, and it will throw an error. Okay, so always remember, guys, whatever you have to write, whether it is an expression, whether it is a function, whether it is a method, whether it is any kind of calculation, you have to write inside the double curly braces only whenever you are working with the view.js. Okay, so guys, now just remove this, we don't require this. So guys, let me just go to the previous example only, just to paste some just to copy something from there. It is nothing, guys, I will explain you. So just copy this text from here and just copy it here. Okay, so just copy it here and just save the code. Just save the code, go to the browser and just refresh the page. Okay, so guys, this is only I have copied from the previous example. Okay, this is the only text, as you can see here, CRUD application in view.js using local storage. Okay, so now let's go to the code editor again, and guys, we will create something. Okay, we will write something. So guys, first of all, we have to create our form also. So just give comment here, and I will say here form to add new, okay, to new task. Okay, new task. So below this I will create a div, and create a div, give it a class as a, I will say give class as a form group. So I will say form group, and close this div first, and I will say inside this div, guys, I am going to create a input field. Okay, I am going to create an input field. So give type text, give type text, and sorry guys for the notification. So give type text, and I will say class also as form control, and I will give ID also as CRUD. Okay, as CRUD, and I will give placeholder also. I will say add a task or add new task. Okay, to your task, okay, to your task list. Okay, and I will also say guys here, I will give here guys v model also. Okay, I will give v model also. So v model equal to, I will say v model equal to new task. Okay, new task. So now we are done, and below this input guys, I will create a button also. So first of all, create a div and give class also as a form group, and give also margin top 3. So margin top 3 and margin bottom also 3, and I will say also text center, and close this div, and inside this div guys, I will create a button element. So create a button element, and close this button first. Okay, and inside this I will say the text as a add task. Okay, add task, and guys, we have to give the class also. So give btn, and give btn primary, and guys, whenever a user is going to click on this button, we have to run a function, we have to execute a method. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna give @ click equal to, I will say that add task. Okay, add task, and guys, okay, so guys, as you can see here, this @ is a shorthand property for v on. Okay guys, always remember this @ sign is a shorthand property for v on. Guys, we can also write here v on. Okay, we can also write here v on colon. Okay, so guys, rather than instead of writing v on and colon, we can write directly @ also. Okay, so I'm gonna use only @ here only, click, and I will create a method called add task. Okay, so guys, as of now, just save your code, go to the browser, and just see the output first. Okay, yeah, we can see this input field and button also, like here. Okay, like here we have input field and button also. Here also we have an input field and a button also. So guys, now I will create, I have to write the logic for this. Okay, for this task, and I will also create some of the properties also in the view.js. Okay, so just go to the view.js code, and I will create some properties also. So I will say new task. Okay, new task colon, as of now, just give the empty string, put comma, and I will create also a task array, and I will say json.parse. Okay, json.parse, and I will say window, or say just local storage dot get item by its key, and I will provide the key also as a task. Okay, as a task, or if there is nothing into the local storage, I will just initialize a empty array. Okay, so guys, in this line, what I am doing, guys, I am just checking, okay, if something is already there into the local storage already or not. Guys, if something is not there into the local storage, then what we will do, we will just initialize a empty array, and we will just store a empty array there only. Okay, so now just hit enter, and I will create editing task. Okay, editing task. So give, as of now, just give null. Okay, just give null, put comma, and just give edited task. Okay, edited tasks. Okay, and just give colon, and just put empty string, nothing as of now, nothing. So guys, now just save your code, and okay, just save your code, go to the browser, and refresh your page. Okay, so guys, I have already explained you many times in my previous video also that why we use v model, guys. Okay guys, always remember why we use v model. Okay guys, we use v model in two-way data binding. Okay, so guys, now this input field, okay, this input field is now bounded with this instance of view.js. Okay guys, always remember we use v model in two-way data binding. Okay, so guys, now this input field, okay, this input field is now bounded or attached with this new task. Okay, So guys, whatever you will put here, okay, whatever you will put here, you will be able to see this text into the this input field also. Okay, so just refresh the page, go to the browser, okay, and refresh the page first. See, boom guys, we can see our text here. Whatever text guys you will write here, it will come here. Okay, and guys, whatever text you will write here also, okay, inside this input field, okay guys, whatever text you will write here also, it will come here also. Okay, it will come here also, and whatever you will write here, it will go here. Okay, so guys, in this way vModel is working to, you know, like vModel is used in two-way data binding inside the Vue.js. Okay, and guys, vModel will only work on input fields. Okay, input fields, select box, check box, radio button, and text area. Okay, and guys, rest it is not gonna work. Okay, it will only work on the input field, text, select box, text area, radio button, check box. Otherwise it will not work on div or span or, you know, nav bar or main, section, footer. It is not gonna work on. Okay, it will only work in input type, input fields. Okay, check box, radio button, select, option. That's it. Okay, otherwise it will not work. Okay, so guys, we use generally vModel to use two-way data binding inside our Vue.js application. Okay, so I already showed you guys, whatever you will write, you can see here in the input box, and whatever you will enter into this input box also, you will be able to see here also. Okay, inside the new task. Okay, so as of now, just remove this because initially the input field will be blank. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, so guys, now I'm gonna create this task. Okay, I'm gonna create this function add task. Then only user will be able to add task into their task list once they will hit the button add task. Okay, so guys, now I'm gonna create the button add task. Okay, sorry guys for the notification also. So just copy this method from here and just go to the Vue.js code, and I will write a we have to create the methods here also, and open and closing curly braces, and just close this here, and yeah, just paste it here, and I will say function. Okay, I will say function, and guys, now we have to create our task. Okay, so guys, now what we will do, we will just check. Okay, if we will first check if this, okay, this dot new task. Okay, if this dot new task, guys, always remember, whenever I will say this dot new task, this dot task, this dot editing task, and this dot edited task, okay guys, I will be referring to this only. Okay, I will be referring to new task, I will be referring to tasks, I will be referring to editing task, and I will be referring to edited task. Okay, so guys, I am doing here this dot new task, which means I am referring to this new task. Okay, so I will say this dot new task dot trim. Okay, so I will check if if there is any white space on the trailing and leading side of the string, okay, or the text. Okay guys, trim function is used if there is any white space like you know, like on the leading side and the trailing side of the text. Okay, so I will say equal to nothing. Okay, equal to nothing, then we will just return. Okay, then we will just return. Okay, we will just return if it is not this, if something is written into the input box. Okay guys, if something is written into the input box, then only we will let the user hit the button add task, otherwise we will do nothing. Okay, so as you can see here, refresh the page. Okay, so guys, now I am hitting the button add task. Okay guys, as you can see here, nothing is happening. Okay, I am hitting the button add task, nothing is happening. Okay, so now if this is not the case, okay, if this is not the case, then we have to do something extra. Okay, so I will say this dot tasks. Okay, I will say this dot tasks. Okay, this dot tasks dot push. Okay, dot push, and what to push guys, we will push something. Okay, so give text colon this Okay, we will say this dot new task. Okay, we will say this dot new task. Okay, this dot new task. Guys, whatever you will enter, guys, always remember, whatever you will enter inside this input field. Okay, guys, whatever you will enter inside this input field, it is gonna come here, it is gonna come here into the new task, because we are using v model equal to new task, and I have explained you that v model is used inside the vue.js in two-way data binding. Okay, so guys, whatever you will write, any text, whatever you will write inside this input field, it will come here, it will come here also into the new task by using v model. Okay, by using v model. Okay, so guys, this is what I am doing here. I will say this dot task. Okay, this task. Okay, this task. As of now, this is empty array. Okay, as of now, this is empty array. So guys, I am saying this dot task dot push, and I will push text. Okay, text as a key, and this is the value. Okay, what is the value, guys? This dot new task. Okay, whatever you will write inside the input field, we will just try to push inside this array. Okay, inside this tasks array. Okay, so this is what I am doing here, and I will just say this. Okay, this dot save task. Okay, save tasks, save task, and it is a method, it is a function. We have to define this also. Okay, we have to define this also, and we will just we will just like clear the input field also. So we will also say this dot new task, we will say colon equal to empty string. Okay, equal to empty string. So guys, now see guys, let me just explain you something, guys, here. So yeah, so guys, just put something here, okay, and refresh the page. Okay, as of now, we have to define the method also, save tasks. Okay, so this dot, we have to define the method also. So okay, this dot new task equal to empty. Okay, so just save your code, go to the browser, and just refresh your page. Okay, so as of now, we don't have any error into our code. So guys, now as you can see here, we have given new task something. Okay, that's why guys, you are able to see here into the input box. Okay, into the input box. Okay, so guys, now let me just let me just copy all the things here, just comment all the things here, and just alert something. Okay, just alert something for you guys. Okay, for your understanding. So just alert, I will say this dot new task. Okay, I will say this new task. Okay, so just save it here, paste it here, and save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, so guys, now hit the button add task. See, boom guys, you are able to see something here. Okay, so guys, now okay, so guys, now clear the task and hit the button. See guys, we see nothing. Okay, nothing is into the alert box. Okay, so guys, which means we have cleared this also, and we have cleared this input field also. Okay, so just uncomment remove this, and just remove this alert also, and just uncomment this, and now just we have to create this task also, save task. So just go here and just put here, put colon and function and this, and open and closing curly braces, and I will say update task. So we have to update task, we have to define local storage. Okay, local storage dot set item, and we have to pass key also, because so guys, this is the key. Okay, this is the key, tasks, this is the key. So just pass it here, and I will say comma, put json dot stringify. Okay, json dot stringify. And what to stringify, guys? What to stringify? We have to stringify our this dot task. Okay, this dot tasks, this task. Okay, because it is an array, and guys, I have explained you many times, in my previous video also, that whatever you have to store into the local storage, you can only store there anything into the local storage in the form of text. Okay, in the form of text only you can store. Okay, so guys, by using json.stringify, we can convert anything into the text. Okay, so just copy this task from here and we will say this dot paste this. Okay, so guys, now whatever we will store here inside this array, it will be converted into a string and then it will be stored. Okay, so guys, here also this dot task dot push, and we are pushing this is the key and this is the value. Okay, so guys, this text is the key and this is the value. Okay, we are pushing something into the tasks array whenever user is going to hit the button add task. Okay, so now refresh the page and go to the browser and just refresh the page, go to the application. As of now, just delete this. So refresh the page, and guys, now try to put your first task. Okay, so I will say this is my first task. Okay, this is my first task. So guys, now just try to hit the button add task and see if something is there into the local storage or not. Okay, so just hit the button add task. See, boom guys, we got our task. As you can see here, this is the text and it says this is my first task. Now again try to add something. I will say this is my second task. Okay, so now try to hit the button add task. See, boom guys, we got our second task also. See guys, as of now we have got two elements. This is the first element and this is the 0 element inside the task key. Okay, so guys, this value, okay, this entire value is now associated with this task key. Okay, so guys, whenever you will try to extract value, whenever you will extract value from the local storage, you have to use this key as task here. Okay, then only you will be able to extract something from the local storage by using this task key only. Okay, so let me just add new one more task. So I will say this is my third task. Okay, so now try to hit the button add task. See, boom guys, we got our third element also. So this says this is my first task, this is my second task, and this is my third task. Okay, so guys, now we are able to store something into our local storage successfully. So now guys, we have to grab this task by its key, by its key task, and we have to display all the tasks which have been added by the user on this UI. Okay, on this UI. So just close this, and whatever, like now we have to write the HTML also. So just go up. Okay, just go up, and guys, below this, okay, below this we have to write our HTML. Okay, so guys, now I will write the HTML also. So I will say, I will add the comment also, give the comment, and I will say list of tasks. Okay, list of tasks. Okay, so now we will create a UL, create a UL first, UL, and close this UL first, and inside this UL guys, I will give class also as a list group. I will say list group, and inside this UL I will create a li also. So li, and I will say class also. I will say list group item. I will say list group item. Okay, and I will also say margin top 1 and margin top also, margin bottom also. I will say margin bottom also 1. Okay, and I will give the role also. So give role also equal to, I will say alert. Okay, or just don't need any role guys. So guys, now just close this li. Okay, close this li first, and guys, now guys, as you all know, this is an array. Okay guys, as you all know, this task is an array. So guys, inside the view.js we have for loop, just to loop through any array, just to loop through any object of array. Okay, so guys, v4 will work exactly like v loop in JavaScript or for each loop in JavaScript. Okay, so guys, always remember v4 loop will exactly work like as a for loop in JavaScript or for each loop in JavaScript. Okay, so now I'm gonna create here v4. I will say v4 equal to double inverted comma, and I will say, okay, I will give here task, okay, task comma index also I will get in task, okay, in tasks, okay. So guys, I am doing here, what I am doing here guys, I am trying to loop through all the tasks which is there inside this array, okay, which is there inside this task array, because here we have also pushed this dot tasks dot push text, and what text guys, whatever user have written into the input box, we have taken it here, and from here we are saying this dot new task, and we are just pushing each and everything inside this task array, okay, inside this task array. So guys, I have already explained you v4 is used to loop through any array or object of array inside the vue.js, and guys, this v4 will exactly work like for loop inside the JavaScript or for each loop inside the JavaScript, okay. And guys, it will loop through again, it will paste each and everything inside this task variable. Again guys, it will loop through to this task variable, this task array, okay, sorry guys, it is an array. So guys, it will loop through this array, and again it will paste all the elements inside this task variable. Again guys, it will loop through this task array, and again it will paste all the things into this task variable. Again guys, it will loop through this tasks array, and again it will try to store all the things into this task variable, okay, into this task variable. And guys, by using this task variable, we can easily show all the information, all the tasks to the user on the UI, okay. So guys, now we are doing that only. So I will give colon also key equal to, I will say index, okay. And guys, you all know that array is an index based, okay guys, as you all know, array is a index based based, okay. So we have also index into this tasks array. It will have 0 1 2 3 4 5 and so on, okay, depending on the elements okay, inside the tasks array, okay. So guys, here I am saying task comma index in task array, okay, in task array, okay. So now I will say also here, I will say, so guys, I have already told you whatever you have to write, we have to write inside the double curly braces. So I will say this task, okay, I will say this task dot this text, okay guys, this text, okay, this text, okay. As you can see here, go to the developer tool, go to the application. As you can see here guys, this is the text, okay, this is the text associated with this task. This is my first task, this is my second task, and this is my third task, okay. So we have to use this text, okay, we have to use this text. So I will say here this dot task dot text, okay. So task dot text. So now save your code, go to the browser, and just try to refresh the page. See, boom guys, we got our each and everything here. This is my first task, this is my second task, and this is my third task. See, boom guys, we got our task. So guys, let me just create our style sheet also here. So create a style sheet first, and yeah, just create a style sheet first. So okay guys, or just guys, just to save our time, because there is nothing important into the CSS part, okay. So guys, just go here and copy this CSS from here, okay, and I will explain you also what it is. Nothing it is guys, okay, no important CSS at all. So just paste here, okay. So guys, as you can see here, this is the button element, and I am giving here outline none, and I am giving here border none, appearance as none, and I am giving here background as a transparent, and I am saying here list group item, okay guys, this list group item, okay, this class here list group item, okay. So I am targeting it here. So I will say background color is this, and I will say list group item plus list group item. Okay, so I will say border top with border top width, I will say 1px, and list group item colon first child. Okay, so first child means first child. Okay, I will say border top left radius 10px and border top right radius 10px. Okay, and again guys, I will say list group item colon last child, I will say border top right radius 10px and border bottom left radius also 10px. Okay, so guys, now save your code. As you can see here guys, nothing in this CSS. Okay, nothing important CSS. So just save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, so see guys, now we are able to see like this. Okay, we are able to see like this also. Okay, so guys, now we have to create this update and delete button. Okay, so guys, now we have to write the code for this update and delete button. So just go to the code, and guys, here inside this list group, we have to create some in like HTML part also. So I will say here below this I will create a div. Okay, give class as a this class. Okay, give class guys this class. Okay, this position absolute. Okay, so this position absolute give here also, paste here, and close this div now. And inside this div, I'm gonna create two buttons. Okay, I'm gonna create two buttons, and I will say button, and close this button first, and copy this button from here, paste it here, and give class also as btn primary, and give class also here as btn danger. Okay, btn danger. Okay, so or give only, yeah, btn danger only. Okay, so guys, now we have to inside this we have to give the text also, like we will say create a icon. We will create an icon, font awesome icon. So give class as fafa, I will say fafa edit. Okay, fafa edit. Okay, and give area hidden equal to true. Okay, and I will close this I first, and guys, just copy this class from here, and just paste it here also, and I will say fafa trash. Okay, so guys, now just save your code, go to the browser and refresh the page. Yeah, see guys, we can see here. So guys, now we have to give the class also. So I will give the class also. Yeah, we will give the class also. So give little bit margin left as 1. Okay, and save, and give margin right also 1, and just copy this class from here and paste it here into this button also. And now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, so guys, now we are able to see some gap also between this button. Okay, like here also, like here. So guys, as of now, whenever you will click the button edit or delete, nothing is going to happen. Okay, nothing is going to happen. Okay, see guys, I am clicking the button delete button, nothing is going to happen. Okay, nothing is happening. So guys, we have to define our method edit task or delete task. Okay, so just go to the code editor again, and we have to click, I have to give click @click, and I will define the task here also, like we will say delete task. Okay, we will say delete task, okay, and we will pass the index also. Okay, index guys, this index. Okay, this index. So as you all know, array is an index based value. So we will have 1 0 1 2 3 and so on. Okay, based on the elements inside this tasks array. Okay, inside this tasks array. Okay, so we will pass the index also here, and just copy this and just paste here onto this button also. So I will say edit task. Okay, I will say edit task. So I will say edit task, and here also index. So guys, now we have to define these two methods inside our this methods. Okay, inside our this methods. Okay, so guys, now I'm just gonna copy this methods from here, edit task. Okay, and just go to the Java view.js code, and below this just give this function. Okay, and just remove this put colon and put function, and we have to receive that index here also. So put here index and just open and closing curly braces, close this here, and we will say edit task. Okay, so guys, now we are going to define the edit task method. Okay, so guys, just pay attention. So I will say, guys, okay, so just write the comment also, activate. Okay, active the current, okay, active the current task to edit. Okay, and bring the value also into in the input field. Okay, in the input field. So guys, whenever user is going to click on this button edit, okay, we will open a form here. Below this, like this. Okay, like this, guys. Okay, whenever user is going to hit the button edit, we will open a form. Okay, we will open a form below this. Okay, we will open a form below this, like this. Okay, like this. So this is what I'm gonna doing here inside our edit task. So I will say guys, this dot editing task. Okay, I will say this dot editing task. Okay, as of now this is null. I will say this dot editing task equal to index. Okay, equal to index, and just close this, and I will also say this dot edited task. Okay, this dot edited task. So just copy it from here, edited task, just copy it from here and paste it here. Edited task equal to, we will say equal to this. Okay, this dot, we will say this dot tasks, and here guys, we will pass the index as a key. Okay, we will pass here this index as a key. Okay, this index as a key. Okay, and we will say dot text. Okay, just close this. Okay, so guys, what I am doing here, I am defining a function edit task. Okay, and here guys, we are also getting the index also, and I am just receiving this index, and I have written the comment also. So activate the current task to edit and bring the value also into the input field. Okay, so guys, let me just explain you guys. Whenever a user is going to click on this button, we are also bringing this value to the input field. Okay, we are also bringing this value to the input field also. So just click the button edit. See guys, see, using localized storage also come, just click here. See guys, CRUD application in view.js local. See, okay, so guys, we are doing two things. We are just activating this form also, and inside this input field also, we are just bringing the text also. Okay, we are just bringing the text also. Okay, like see, like here, whenever we are clicking the button edit, we are bringing the text also into the input field, and we are activating the form also, and button add task and cancel. Okay, so this is what guys I am doing here. So I am just doing here guys, this dot edited task equal to index. Okay, on which guys, currently on which index user have clicked. Okay, so currently on which index user want to add it. Okay, so guys, here as you can see here, this is the 0 index and this is the first index. Okay, so as of now user have clicked the first index. Okay, as of now guys, the user has clicked the first index, and this is the 0 index, this is the first index, this is the 0 index. Okay, so guys, likewise only here we are just setting this dot editing task equal to current index. Okay, and we are just also saying this dot edited task equal to this dot tasks. We are just passing the index as a key or as a parameter to this tasks array, and we are just editing its text. Okay, we are just editing its text. Okay, so guys, now just go here and we have to create a function also. Okay, we have to create the task edit task what can I say, form also. So just give the comment also here, just give the comment also here, and I will say edit task. Okay, I will say edit task. Okay, so now we will just create a div. Okay, so below this create a div first and give the class also as form group. Okay, and give also margin top 5 also, and just close this div. Okay, and inside this div I will set, guys, as of now I will set. Okay, I will use here, guys, vif. Okay, I will use here, guys, vif. Okay, so guys, as you all know why we use vif, guys, we generally use vif just to toggle something, or based on any condition we will render it or we will hide it. Okay, guys, we generally use vif, velse and vshow just to show something based on some condition. Okay, based on certain condition. Okay, guys, we will render something if the condition is true, and we will remove it from the DOM if something is false. Okay, or something is not true. Okay, so guys, here I'm gonna also use vif just to render it conditionally. Okay, just to render it conditionally we are gonna use here vif. As you can see here, guys, whenever user is going to click on the edit button, then only we are able to see the form. Okay, see guys, whenever user is going to click the edit button, then only we are able to see this form. Okay, otherwise we won't be able to see. Okay, otherwise we are not able to see. Okay, so guys, this is what I am gonna do here. So guys, whenever user is going to click on this edit button, then only we will show that edit form. Okay, as you can see here. Okay, so guys, based on this I am gonna, as of now I am gonna give this edited task equal to this. Okay, edited task equal to this. So just copy this here and paste it here. Okay, so guys, as of now you can see here this is null, so we won't be able to see it. Okay, so put something here, guys. Okay, put something here, just save the code and go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, so guys, as of now we are not able to see that. Okay, we are not able to see because editing task is here null. Okay, is here null, so just make it true. Okay, so guys, now this is true, so this vif will be true and we will be able to see this text on the UI. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See, boom, guys, now we are able to see that text because I have just make editing task equal to true, so it will go here also vif and it will say this is true, so we have to display this text. Okay, okay, so guys, now just revert it and just remove this text from here. We have to define an input field here, so just create an input field. So input equal to type give text also, and I will say class also form control, and I will give also v model. Okay, I will give also v model here also, so give v model equal to, I will say the same thing. Okay, I will say this edited task. Okay, this edited task. Okay, as of now this is also empty, this is also blank, so I will give a placeholder here also. So give placeholder here also, edit your task. Okay, edit your task. Okay, and I will also create a button here also. Okay, so below this button, guys, I will create a button also below this input field. So I will create a button, so just create a button here. So just create a div first. Okay, create a div, give it a class as a give form group, and just close this div, and inside this div I have to create a button first. So create a button element. Okay, and close this button element, and I will say text also here, like I will say edit task. Okay, edit task. So give capital T, edit task, and give button also class also here, give btn. Btn I will give primary only, and I will also give margin top 3 and margin bottom also 3. okay, and I will give also text center. So guys, now we have to define the method also. Whenever user is going to click on this button after the editing of the task, okay, then we have to run a function also. Okay, so guys, like here, just click this, and guys, whenever user is adding something, okay, whenever user is adding something to this input box, and user is going to click on the button add task or update task, then we have to run a function also. Okay, so guys, after editing something into the into this input field, user is going to click the button add update task, and then we have to run the function also whenever user is going to click the button update task. Okay, like here. Okay, so guys, now we have to do that also. So just on this button we are gonna create a method also. So give @ click equal to, I will say update. Okay, update task. Okay, update task, and let me just some button from here, guys, just to save our time, just to copy this button from here, cancel button from here, and paste it here. Okay, and paste it here. So yeah, just save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page, and as of now let's just make this editing task as a true only again. So put true only. Yeah, just save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. Yeah, we can see, guys. Okay, so we have to give some space also between the buttons. So just, guys, go here and just copy this class. Okay, just copy this class, margin left and margin right 1 1, and I will give to this button also, and give also to this button also. So now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, yeah, what is this? Cancel edit task. What happened, guys? Okay, yeah, just give a space some. So now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, so guys, now whenever user is going to, okay, it should be like update task. Okay, it should be update task. Okay, it should be update task. Okay, update task. So now save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. Okay, so guys, whenever after putting something new into the input box, user is going to hit the button update task, then we will update our task. If user is going to hit the button cancel, then we will hide this input box, we will hide this entire form only. Okay, we will hide this entire form. Okay, whenever user is going to cancel, we will hide the entire input box, and whenever user is going to hit the button update task after putting something into the input box, okay, we will run a function update task. Okay, so now we have to define that also. So just go here and just copy this update task method from here, and then we have to define the method also cancel task. Okay, so guys, now just go to the code again. So we will just paste here update task, give comma colon function, and we will say, yeah, open and closing curly braces and put comma, and we will say here also, guys, that we will say if we will say, guys, if, okay, we will say if this dot, okay, if this dot edited task, okay, edited task dot trim, okay, dot trim, and we will say if equal to blank. Okay, if there is nothing, then we will just return. Okay, then we will just return. Okay, we will just return. Else, if, guys, this is not the case, if something is already there into the input box, okay, then only we have to run the function. Okay, so we will say, guys, this dot tasks. Okay, this dot tasks, and we have to pass the key also or index also on which the user is currently editing. Okay, guys, here we have to pass the key of the task, okay, on which user have currently clicked, and on which he is currently or right now doing some kind of or editing something, or deleting something, or adding something. Okay, so we have to pass the key to this tasks array. Okay, we have to pass the key to this tasks array, guys. Okay, so we will do here this dot editing, we will do this dot editing task, okay, dot text. Okay, we will say dot text equal to we will say this dot edited task. Okay, close this. So guys, here what we are doing here, guys, this is the V model. Okay, edited task. Okay, this is the V model, guys, edited task, and whatever user will write inside this input field, it will come to this edited task. Okay, it will come to this edited task. As of now this is blank or empty, so it will come to this edited task, and from here it will go here. Okay, it will go here, and it is checking this dot tasks, this dot editing task. Okay, this dot editing task. Okay, so this dot editing task dot text, we will say dot text equal to this dot edited task. Okay, so guys, let me just write the comment also. So bring the previous previous task into the input box. Okay, into the input box. Okay, so guys, whatever we are doing here, so guys, whatever text will be already inside this task, we will bring here into this input field. Okay, and then user is about to delete it, or user is supposed to add something, or user is supposed to remove something, then after the hitting the button update task, we will update the task also. Okay, into the task list. Okay, into the local storage as well. Okay, so this is what I am doing here. So I have also written the comment also here, bring the previous task into the input box also. Okay, into the input box also, and this is what we are doing here, this dot tasks, this is the array, and we have to pass the key. Okay, we have to pass the key on which currently user is editing. Okay, on which currently user is editing. So we will say this dot editing task equal to text, and we will say equal to this dot edited task. Okay, this dot edited task, and again guys, we will just revert the null. Okay, we will just revert the null. Okay, as of now this is true, so we will make it null again. Okay, we will make it null again. So we will say this dot editing task we will say equal to null. Okay, we will say equal to again null. We will again hide the form and the button also, and we will say also, we will clear also this dot edited task. Okay, this dot edited task equal to, I will say the again blank. Okay, we will say again blank. Okay, so guys, now just as of now just put here blank. Okay, put null because it was null already, so just put null here. So now save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. Okay, so guys, now try to hit the button edit. Okay, and see. Okay, nothing is happening, so there will be some error also. So okay guys, there is no error at all. So now try to hit. Yeah, we got it guys. Yeah, boom guys, we got it. So now refresh the page, and now why guys, why on the, like, it is not working on the first element, guys, it is not working on the first element. Okay, so I don't know why guys, let me just check why it is not working on the first element. So on the first element it is not working. Okay guys, first of all just remove the task from the local storage, and then we will try to add new task. Just delete it. So now just refresh the page and just put something random text. So hit the button add task. Yeah, it is here. Hit the button add task. So add task. So guys, now hit the button edit. Okay, guys, it is not working on the first element. Okay, as you can see here, it is not working on the first element. Why guys, what is the issue? It is not working on the first element. So edit task, it is not working on the first element guys. Why? So this dot tasks index dot text, this dot editing task equal to index. Okay, editing task, and as of now this is null. Edited task, edited task, as of now this is also null. And yeah, okay, editing task, guys, why it is not working on the working for the first element? This is not working for the working for the first element guys. Okay, I don't know why. So let me just guys just check it guys. Okay, so function edit task index. Okay, so v model new task is here. So new tasks json.parse local storage.get item task, and we will pass the array. Okay, null this. So methods add task, edit task, and function index also. So this dot editing. So edit task this dot editing task. Okay, this dot editing task equal to index. Okay, and this dot edited task, this dot edited task, okay, equal to this dot tasks, and we will pass the key as a index and dot text. So update task, so guys let me just define the method also, cancel task. Just define the method also, cancel task. Okay, so just copy the method from here, cancel task. Okay, cancel task. So just go here and update, or below this put this, and just give colon and define function, and open and closing parenthesis, and this just put comma here, and we will just copy this this dot editing task equal to null. Okay, so just we will set the null again. Okay, we will set this. Okay, we will set this v if editing task again null. Okay, again we will set null. So just now save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. Yeah, this is working. See, this is working guys. So just put something for the testing, put 111, hit the button update task. See guys, our task is being updated. Okay, okay, so we have to update task, and we have to also call our save task method. Okay, so this dot save task, I will say here update. After the updating, we will say this dot save task. Okay, so just put here after this. So we will say, so now as you can see here, save task is defined here. Okay, and it is saying local storage dot set item, and we are setting with the key task, and this is the json.stringify. Okay, so guys, after the editing also, after updating also, we have to update our local storage as well. Okay, always remember guys, after editing the task also, and after updating the task also, and after adding the task also, we have to call our this function. Okay, this function save task, which will save the task into the local storage. Okay, as you can see here, local storage dot set item task as a key, and json.stringify this dot tasks array. Okay, this dot tasks array. So now save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. So now try to edit the last task. So just put 111 for testing purpose. Now hit the button update task. Now refresh the page. See, boom guys, now this time this is working. So click the second one, hit, try to change, give the name Prabhat Pandit. Okay, Prabhat Pandit. So now hit the button update task. Now refresh the page. Yeah, this is working. And now try to edit the first task. I don't know guys why it is not working for the first task. Guys, why it is not working for the first task? Okay, so we just have to check. Okay, so guys, after we have to define the function delete task. Okay, we have to define the function also delete task. So just go here and copy this method from here, delete task, and we have to define also. So I will say here this delete task and give colon only, create a function and receive the index also from there. So give open and closing curly braces and put comma here, and we will say that we have to delete this. Okay, we will check first. Okay, if confirm, we will say if confirm, and we will pass some parameter here also. We will say do you really, okay, really want to delete the task? Okay, delete the task. Okay, and guys, whenever a user will press the OK button, then only we will delete the task by its index. Okay, by its index. So we have to write here logic. So I will say this dot tasks. Okay, this dot tasks dot splice. Okay, dot splice. So guys, we have to pass the index here. Okay, as a first parameter to this splice function, and we will pass comma as a one element. Okay, so guys, we have to delete the only one element, and after deleting the element, we have to also call this function this dot save tasks, which will update our local storage as well. Okay, so guys, after editing, after deleting, and after saving task, okay, we have to call this function save tasks, which will update our local storage as well. So you can see here local storage dot set item tasks comma json dot stringify this dot tasks. Okay, so guys, whenever you are deleting the task, you are editing the task, and you are saving the task, we have to call this function save task. Okay, so guys, after deleting the task also, suppose guys in the task list we have 4 tasks. Okay, and we have deleted 2 tasks. Okay, so guys, after the deleting of the task also, we have to remove we have to update the local storage. Okay, so previously guys, we will have 4 items in our task list, and now we will have 2 items only. So we have to update the local storage also for the current number of tasks. Okay, so now we will have currently 2 tasks in our local storage. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. Okay, so now try to hit the button delete. Okay, see, boom guys, it works. It is asking us do you really want to delete the task? I will say cancel. For this one also, do you really want to delete the task? I will say cancel. So now refresh the page. Okay, so guys, after refreshment of the page also, we are not able to see any changes. Okay, because we are not deleting the task. Okay, so now hit the third one. Do you really want to delete the task? Okay, I will say yes. See, boom guys, our task gone. See, now refresh the page. See, again try to delete a second one. The last, I will say okay. See, it is gone guys. Now refresh the page. See, so now delete the last one. Do you really want to delete the task? I will say yes. Okay, so see guys, now we don't have anything into our task list, into our local storage as well. Okay, so now refresh the page. See, boom guys, now we have no task in our task list. Okay, so now try to add one. So just copy this from here, this text from here, and paste it here and save into the task list. Okay, so hit the button add task. Okay, it is working fine. So copy this also and just try to paste it here and hit the button add task. See, boom guys, it is working. So now refresh the page. Okay, so now after the refreshment of the page also, our task list remains here only. So just try to edit it, click the button add it. Okay, why not guys? Why it is not working for the first element? Give Prabhat Pandit. Okay, and now save the hit the button, update task. See, boom guys, now refresh the page. Okay, now try to edit it again and click the button cancel. Click the button cancel now. See, boom guys, it is gone. Okay, it is gone. Okay, so guys, now let me just do one more thing quickly. So I will just give here v clock also. Okay, v clock. Okay, so just go here, square bracket and paste this v clock, from here to here and give display as a none. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and now refresh the page. Okay, now we won't be able to see anything initially. Because we have used v clock on this app and we have given display none. Okay, so let me just check guys why it is not working for the first element. Okay, why it is not working for the first element? Because our app is ready, our code is ready, but we are not able to edit our first task. Okay, so we are not able to edit our first task. So let me check why. Just put point some dots. So now hit the button update. Yeah, it is working. Okay, it is working fine, but it is not working for the first element guys in the array. It is not working for the first element in the array. So let me just check guys, go to the application and yeah, so why it is not working for the first element? Just go here guys to the example and just go to the application also. Go to the application and see. So guys, let me just check guys one more time. Okay, let me just check one more time. So new task is this, and I will say up add it. Okay, add it. So click. So v4 task index in task. Okay, and let me just check guys why it is not working. So we will say v model new task. Okay, v model new task, this is also fine, no issue at all. Add task, so we will say add task. Yeah, and list of task. Okay, list of task, we will say ul and v4 we will say task in task index in tasks. Okay, in tasks, and we will pass the key also as an index only, and we will display task dot text. It is also working fine. And edit task. Okay, edit task, we will pass the index. And yeah, everything is fine guys. I don't know why it is not working for the first element. Okay, why it is not working for the first element guys, I don't know exactly why. So delete task. Okay, delete task. Yeah, we have to pass index also, so that user will be able to delete the task. So update task, which is also working fine, and cancel task. Okay, and cancel task, delete task, and edit task is not working guys. Why? For the first element guys. Okay guys, for the first element in the array guys, I don't know it is why not working right now. Oh, okay guys, we have to set it, guys, equal to, we have to set it does not equal to null. Okay, does not equal to null. Okay guys, so guys we will set it. Okay, uh, editing task, we will set it editing task v if editing task does not equal to null. Okay, because we have given here null also, and we will say v if editing task does not equal to null. Okay, so now save your code, go to the browser, and now refresh the page. Okay, now refresh this page. So guys, now see the magic. See, boom guys, it is working for all the task in the task list. Okay, now guys, it is working for the all the task into the task list, as you can see guys here. Okay, so now let me just put guys, I'm gonna edit this first task. Okay, so I love coding a lot. Okay, my name is Prabhat Pandit. Okay, so now hit the button update task. See, boom guys, it is working. See, so now update the second task list. I love watching, okay, watching action movie. Okay, so now update the hit the button update task. Yeah, see guys, now refresh the page. See, boom guys, it is working. Put cancel, hit the button cancel. So now task is cancel. Hit the button cancel. So now task is cancel. So guys, now quickly add two more tasks. Like I love what can I say, coffee and tea a lot. Okay, so now hit the button add task. Okay, so now again add task. I love cycling a lot. Okay, so add the task, hit the button update add task. See guys, now try to add. See guys, cancel, try to add. See, try to add. See guys, okay, so now try to delete the task, put cancel, try to this one, hit cancel, and hit cancel also. Okay, so guys, now our application is working dynamically, is fine and fantastic. Okay, so guys, I hope guys I have explained you each and everything in details. Okay, so guys, if you still have any doubt, any query in your mind, please guys feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will clear all your doubts, all your query guys. As you can see here, I have explained you guys each and everything in detail, in depth. Okay, so guys, I hope guys you have learned something from this video, from this session. Okay, if you guys still have a if you guys feel that you have learned something from this video, from this session, please guys do subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please guys press the bell icon also, so that whenever I will upload a new video in the playlist, you can be notified and you can watch them instantly. Okay, and you can learn from them also. Okay, so and guys, please do share this video with your friends, with your colleague also, with your group also, so that they will be also knowing how to create this kind of dynamic application using HTML, CSS and Vue.js. Okay, so see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care, bye bye. This is Prabhat Pandit signing off now.